Hey guys, welcome to FM Driving School. Today we're going to go through this article. It's quite a funny one. Have you guys ever tried to cheat on your theory test? Well, let's go through this article by Jimmy and Subuga, if that's how you pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. And it's about this this fraudster wrapped bandages round his head to take a theory test for other people. Great. Um, so that's his name. 28 took a driving theory test for other people. A fraudster has been jailed. So that's a punishment for cheating after taking driving theory tests for other people while disguising himself with a bandage around his head. I don't know how that would work out. So this guy, he used several excuses for his injuries as he turned up to DVSA centres across England to impersonate people whose tests he had agreed to take for them. Let's see how much he charges as well for it. He was caught eventually by a staff member at the theory test centre in Swindon who recognised him from a wanted appeal and called the police. Okay, he's from East Ham. London was jailed for 2 years and 4 months at Swindon Crown Court after he pleaded guilty to 4 counts of fraud. Okay, your action shows a callous disregard for the system, which is designed to ensure that only those qualified to drive safely get behind the wheel of a car. This could have had significant consequences both for road users and pedestrians, and therefore, my public duty requires me to reflect that. Okay, so that had twice been jailed for driving test fraud. Alright, I didn't know that. Since 2014 and committed the latest offence while on license. So that's probably why there was a harsher or severe punishment. 2.5 years, almost half years. He went to he went to 4 test centres to take driving theory tests on other people's behalf. I mean, guys, come on, just go through my website, fmdrivingschool.co.uk. Go through our videos. We've got all the answers, everything that you need to know about your theory test. So there's no need for you guys to cheat on the system. On October 11, 2018, he arrived early to an appointment at Eastbourne Test Centre, dressed in a high visibility vest and wearing a bandage around his head and plaster over his nose. He handed over a provisional driving license in the name of an Albanian man. He explained to the receptionist he had been working on a building site earlier that day, and when he was struck by scaffolding and was sent home early by first aiders. He was allowed to take the test, which he passed. I wonder what happens to the people that paid this guy for the service. I wonder if they get caught and if they get in trouble. 5 days later, on October 16, he used a similar cover story at the Hastings Test Centre, this time claimed to have fallen off a ladder. After he was recognized by the same staff member who dealt with him days earlier in Eastbourne, he claimed he needed to use the toilet, then left the centre. On November 28, 2018, he was turned away from the Harlow Test Centre as staff were not convinced he was a Serbian national whose provisional driving license he presented at the front desk. 2 months later, on January 24, 2019, a staff member at the Swinton Theory Test Centre in Milton Road recognized him from an internal DVSA poster. Alright, wow. She allowed him to take the test, buying her time to wait for the police to arrive. Interviewed by the fraud investigators, Sinaj claimed he owed a gambling debt to two of the people he impersonated, including one he described as a violent gangster. So Sinaj had earlier been sentenced 11 months prison for seven offences of driving test fraud. He received a 3-year sentence for another 7 offences in 2017. Jeez, man, what's going on with this guy? In total, he had 5 convictions for 28 offences. The mitigating suggested his client had been a one-man band. However, the judge Taylor told that the defendant he was satisfied to the criminal standards that there were a group of elements to the crime and it was organized. He was satisfied. All right. Well, there you go. Guys, if you need to pass a theory test, get the book, get the app, and revise thoroughly. Forget trying to cheat the system. I mean, it doesn't get you anywhere and you're going to end up in jail like this guy here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe with FM Driving School.